Welcome. This is the second episode on this channel, but I believe like the fifth or so episode overall. This is the Games of E3 series that I'm doing leading up to E3, talking about the games that I'm most excited about, or the games that are just overwhelmingly popular. This game I'm actually pretty excited for, even though I haven't really played any of the other two games in the series beforehand. I dabble with them a little bit, but not really that much. But that game is Crackdown 3. This has been a long-awaited game for Xbox One. I feel like this game got announced like 4 years ago. I could be wrong, but this game got announced a long time ago. And then we keep seeing different versions of it, and then they talked about like the cloud, using the power of the cloud to make more environmental destruction, and then they sort of like deviated away from that, and I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. So maybe they're still doing that, I have no idea, but all in all, Crackdown 3 looks pretty damn awesome in my opinion. This is a game where it's open world and full of destructible environments. You're going to be killing everything in your path and exploding everything as well. It's one of those games that really makes you feel like a badass. You kind of feel like a superhero jumping around on city buildings and whatnot, which is one of my favorite parts of games. So I love feeling like a superhero. I've said that in my previous videos. Being a superhero is awesome in video games. I don't know why there's not more superhero games, like full-blown, like Infamous type games, like Spider-Man coming up. So excited for it. But anyway, Crackdown 3 looks to be a lot of fun. The game visually, I don't think is that pleasing. It doesn't really look like a full-blown Xbox One 2018 game in my opinion. Yes, it uses a stylish art style, but I just don't think there's really that much style to it. I could be alone in thinking this, but Crackdown 3 just doesn't really look very pretty in my eyes. Be sure to let me know what you think. I think the game should be looking better by now since how long it's been in development. I kept hoping that, like, they'd always like show something on the game and then they wouldn't show something for a long time and then they'd show something again, but every time it didn't really look that much better. But I'm hoping, since it's once again been a long time since we've actually seen something new on this game, I believe, I'm hoping that when they finally show it off at this E3, because the game better be slated for this year, seriously, hopefully like sometime this year. I'm hoping that the game looks visually a lot better. Originally the game was supposed to launch with the Xbox One X, which was back in November, I believe, of last year. I can't remember when the X launched. Please tell me if I'm wrong about that. But anyway, the game was supposed to be a launch game, and then Xbox made a statement saying, sorry, this game is not ready, we need more time, so we're going to go away for a while, and then when we're ready, we'll tell you. And I think this E3, they're finally going to tell us. I think they've been holding off because they want this E3 to have a huge impact on a lot of people who have been excited for the first-party games. And I think including games like Crackdown 3, even though we have known about it for a long time, will still excite people just because it's been a minute. But I'm really hoping when they finally show this game again that it is more visually like pleasing to look at. In my opinion, it just doesn't look like a first-party title. Similar to State of Decay 2, honestly. Like State of Decay 2, it's a pretty game. It looks pretty nice. The lighting's decent. But it doesn't really feel or look like a AAA experience. Not like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves looks pretty damn good. That right there looks like a AAA experience. I want Crackdown to be the exact same way. I think maybe if they used more like lighting and like different color explosions and whatnot, it could look a lot better. But I just think the texture work looks a little bland, and I don't really talk about graphics normally this much, but this has just been one thing that's been bothering me for some reason. Crackdown 3, I think it could look better, so Microsoft, please come out of the gate with a brand new Crackdown 3 looking better than ever. So I don't really have much else to say about this game other than the fact that the gameplay is definitely the most important part, and it looks to be all there. The game looks like a lot of fun, looks like a fun game to play with other people, but I honestly haven't really seen truly enough to be ecstatic about this game, but I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing it at Xbox's E3 presentation. It has to be there, right? I mean, it's supposed to be coming out this year. Like, it was on the first-party game picture that Xbox used for this year with State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, and Crackdown 3. All free on Game Pass. That's the artwork I'm talking about. That's all I got to say. This is the Games of E3 video series. I'm doing it on my Nintendo Enthusiast and PlayStation Enthusiast channels as well. So be sure to check those out if you're interested. I'm Brett Medlock, and I will talk to you guys later.